I welcome you to my channel. Today, we will discuss the poem The Road Not Taken. Here, we will understand the poem stanza wise and also understand about the literary devices used in this poem. The Road Not Taken is one of the famous poems of 20th century writer Robert Frost. When you read this poem, you will feel it very simple, but it has a great meaning of life. It's not a literary road which transfers you from one place to another, but it's a life's path in which you need to choose your goal, your destination. This poem is all about that. Let's start. Stanza wise, we will understand. Stanza 1. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both. And be one traveller, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Here, the speaker is talking about the diverged road. Here, the diverged means divided. Yellow, autumn, because leaves turns yellow in autumn season. Wood, here it means forest. Here, the speaker is talking about the diverged road. He expresses his limitation that he cannot travel both the road, as it is impossible to travel both the road. The poet stands there trying to choose which path he is going to take. However, the poets want to go down both paths and is thinking about it hard. He is staring down one road, trying to see where it goes, to where it bends in the undergrowth. Here, undergrowth means the road is blocked by the small plant and greenery of the wood. We will come to the next stanza, stanza 2. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. In stanza 2, the speaker is saying that he is not sure which road he need to select, because both the road it looks same as just as fair. After observing for a long time, he cannot make the differences between both the road. Later he decided and started walking on one of them. After traveling through the road, he found that both the roads are equally traveled. First he thought that the first road to be the more traveled one, but then he says that both roads are equally, that means they are both are the same, both are same. Here you can see, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same, that both the roads are equally traveled. Now we will come to the next stanza, stanza 3. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Here trodden means not crushed. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. So both paths were similar that morning, because it was green and no one had stepped. He was the first traveler. He is confirmed that he is going to keep one path for another day. He wishes to come back and will try another one later, but he is confused whether it would be possible for him to come back from where he is standing now, because one path may leads to another. You can see here it's given, I doubted if I should ever come back. He is doubtful. He is not sure that whether he will come back to the same road. Now come to the stanza 4. I shall be traveling this with a sigh. Here sigh means deep breath. Somewhere, ages and ages. Ages and ages, here it means in future. Hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the differences. Here the poet talks about the time, ages and ages. In a future, he will tell this story in a sigh, by taking the deep breath. He took the less traveled road. He says that path made all the differences. However, here the differences may be a failure or a success for the poet, because here it is not clear. I took the one less traveled by. He has taken the road which was less traveled by, and that has made all the differences. That has made differences in his life. So now we will move to the literary devices used in the poem. So, what is literary devices? The analysis of the literary devices explain the hidden meaning of a literary text or a poem. First is metaphor. The road, fork that is diverged in the road, and yellow woods. These are the examples of metaphor. The road in the poem is the metaphor of life. The fork on the road metaphorically represent the choices we make to determine the course of our life. Yellow woods are the metaphor of making decisions during the hard times of our personal life. Similarly, as just as fair, here the comparison is made between two roads. Alliteration, somewhere ages and ages, is an example of alliteration where the sounds and the letter has been repeated. Rhyme scheme, the whole poem follows A-B, A-A-B rhyme scheme. Now, I will end this session, this class here. I hope you liked it. Thank you, everyone.